So today I'm at Angel Mounds in Evansville, Indiana. This is an ancient town site of the Mississippian people, same time frame as Cahokia. I'm headed up here. We're going to take a look at what would be an interpretation of what the palisade wall was that surrounded the town. We're standing on top of Mound L. Off here it looks like Mound B, and then Mound A is the large structure there in the distance, and we will get a better look at that when we get closer, but that is pretty impressive. So Mound B here in the foreground, Mound A there in the mid-ground. It appears that Mound L here was related to gardening. If we move over here to the right, this looks like where the housing was. It looks like there may have been building here at one time. So we're looking back towards the replica of the palisade. The housing would have been back there, where they designate it. Coming up here is the plaza, and again, a little closer to Mound A. We've got a cement structure here. I have no idea what this is. I will see if I can find out when we get back to the visitor center. There is a very slight rise in the ground over there. I believe that's Mound J. And then if we come over here in the distance, you can see another mound. I believe that's Mound E. And then here we are at Mound A. This is Mound A. It is the largest structure here at Angel Mound. It has essentially a two-tier system. We have this lower tier here and then an upper tier, which probably housed one of the important political or religious leaders. We're going to go up there and take a look from the top of the mound. Here we are at the top of the mound. At least the top that we can access. Don't believe there's access up to the highest part. And we're going to respect that by not going up there. This is fairly sizable. Can't get a good 360 view with all the tall grass, and this is pretty large. You can see the stockade or the palisade replica over there. Mound L is just to the right of that. Actually, here in the foreground where the shadows from the cloud are, I believe that's Mound B actually. We'll pick this up over on the other side. I believe this is Mound E. And then if we come over just a little this way, we see Mound C. And then back in the distance there, that mode area is Mound F, I do believe. Mound C and E. So there are a couple mounds here. These little rises in the ground ahead of me are mounds D and I. If we look off here to the right, there's Mound F. And then swinging back around, we are right in front of Mound A. Looking back, this is Mound K. And give you an idea, there's mounds I and B and Mound A. So we followed this trail out, hoping to get to over there, but this trail has been getting progressively wetter, and it looks like they stopped mowing. Get a little closer look here at Mound C with Mound E there in the background. Well, looks like we're getting wet. Oh, go off to the left here. I don't know if I want to get that wet. So here we are on top of Mound F. If we look back this way to Mound A, if you stood here at the spring solstice, you could draw a line and see the sunrise right over Mound A. I believe this little rise back here, just to the left of the tree in the foreground, but just in front of the tree line back there, I believe that's Mound H. It does look like there's an information sign out that way, but I don't know if we're gonna go out that way. There's another information sign out here. It looks like the one we saw by the palisade is pretty well worn. You can't read it. So I don't know if it's worth going out there. All right, we're headed back. It says the return line is along the old stockade line, but it doesn't appear to have been mowed. It is very wet out here, so it's quite possible that they can't get a good path through here. All right, that's been Angel Mound here just outside of Evansville, Indiana. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time.